Hey guys, Cosmos here again with another unboxing. This time going to be the Nintendo Switch. Thanks for tuning into Game 5 Smash. Wow, I can't believe I'm actually holding this thing either. And so let's pop her open. This is actually my first time ever witnessing a Switch in person, so you're going to see all my first impressions. I'm going to let you know what I think of it from the get-go. And I've looked at this thing so many times on videos and pictures, it's like I've seen it before. There you go, there's the Switch and the two Joy-Con. I have opted for the gray because I favor the symmetry that we get. Wow. So here is the Switch itself. Due to what I know about it, I'm both not surprised and surprised by how slim it is. But like actually holding it, it's pretty tiny. It's got a bit of heft to it too. It's not like extremely heavy, but like, I mean, considering just this is a full console. Like this is an actual console. Let me just show you something here. I happen to have my Wii U handy. This is a Wii U, a weaker full console. This is the Switch. See the size? See the size difference? Anyway, let's put my bulky Wii U aside. But I still love my Wii U because I play Smash on it. Anyway, so that's the Switch. I'll give you the views of it. Here is the front, and there's my camera reflecting in it. And here's the back. It's got a matte finish, so you're not going to get as many fingerprints on it. You can also see my hand for size comparison. I have, I'd say, average size hands, maybe a little smaller. And there's the kickstand. On the top, you got the top. You can look at pictures of it. You know what it looks like. But it's look how slim that is. Like for example, here's an iPhone 6 in a case, and here's the Switch. The Switch is not even that much thicker. Anyway, let's take a look at the Joy-Con. I've never held a Joy-Con before. Okay, so here is the right Joy-Con. And wow, you know, I knew that the Joy-Con were small, again, from seeing them, but actually holding it, it feels like it feels like really small compared to even what I was expecting, but not in a bad way. As many have said, it feels very high quality, like hard to really describe, but it does feel very nice. The buttons are kind of small though. These are like DS, 3DS size buttons, I would estimate. These are not like Pro Controller size buttons. I am getting a Pro Controller anyway, which I will be doing an unboxing video for. Probably will be up by the time you watch this, but feels really nice. The digital triggers are digital, but they feel nice. And let's take a look at these the ZR, are they called ZL? SR, SL, okay. And yeah, that's the right Joy-Con. I'm going to take out the left. Not much different there. I mean, you do have the, I think they call it the IR camera on the base of the right Joy-Con. But anyway, going into the left Joy-Con, there you go. You know, pretty much same thing, different button orientation. And holding them together, they feel really comfortable. Very tiny though. Like, somewhat surprisingly tiny. I mean, the dimensions are out there, so it's not like we didn't know how small they were, but appropriate, I think, for taking this thing on the go. Just from holding this right now, though, I would say that probably want to get a Pro Controller if you're like serious about gaming or if you game for a long time. But I mean, at the same time, this is definitely more comfortable than any portable 3DS controller or anything like that. So, but this is, again, just my very first impression. I haven't actually gamed on these yet, so it's hard to say. But without further ado, let's get further into the box. We've got a few more things in here. HDMI cable. I mean, it's an HDMI cable. Not much more there. And the power cable. No reason really to show this. You know, USB-C power cable. And I think we got the Joy-Con grip here. Yes, we do. Okay. Ooh, this is very nice. Here's the lovely Joy-Con grip. It's got a little gloss finish on the inside, which is kind of just for decoration because you're not really going to be looking at that when you're playing with the Joy-Con in it. It says Nintendo on the back. Has some kind of little... Is this for maybe a strap of some sort? I'm not sure. I will pop the Joy-Con into that soon. I'm just going to get through the rest of what we have here. And I believe, okay, we also have the Joy-Con straps. There are 2 included. I've seen some unboxings that like don't really emphasize the fact that they do give you 2. I mean, of course they're going to give you 2. There are 2 Joy-Con, but you know, you never know. So yeah, here's that. It's got the little LED piece on there. And so there are indeed 2, 1 for each Joy-Con. Typical stuff. And finally we have the dock. And of course some instruction manual, something like that. And the dock is tiny. It's so tiny, and in a great way. Like, I wanted this to be tiny. I kind of anticipated this, but it's the kind of thing where I wasn't expecting... Like, I knew it was going to be smaller than I expected, basically, and it is, in a great way, like I'm saying. Here's the dock. Again, for well, you know what I'll show you for references? I show you a GameCube controller, because if you're sub to this channel, you're probably a Smash player. So here's a GameCube controller, here's the Switch dock next to each other. And I'll also show you the GameCube controller next to the Switch itself, sans Joy-Con, meaning without Joy-Con. So there's a GameCube controller. It's almost like the same size. Like, the Switch is slightly wider, but of course the Switch is much thinner than a GameCube controller because it's just a screen, it's not a controller. And alright, so now I'm gonna pop the Joy-Con onto the Switch, and I'm gonna put it right up to the mic, so let's hear that click. Now, keep in mind, from what I've heard, when the Switch is actually turned on, there is an actual digital sound that you get of a click. But for now, we're just gonna be hearing the actual physical sound because the Switch is off, so let's take a listen to that. Okay, so it does have a nice satisfying click, goes right in there. Oh, there it is, okay. It wasn't even locked. There we go, let me unlock it so you can hear that final click once again without me talking over it. Yeah. And now the other Joy-Con. And there you go. And now we have the Switch. This feels really nice, like actually just holding it all together. Here's the Switch with the Joy-Con both attached. Once again, for reference point, here's the GameCube controller next to it. Camera focus, please. There we go. And it definitely feels kind of big when everything's attached. And I find myself, like, kind of wanting to grip something in the back that isn't there. But again, like, that's the same experience you're going to get with a 3DS. And it is comfortable to hold, but my fingers are like I feel like my fingers are desiring something other than just flatness on the back when I'm holding this to play it like this. But again, this is like, I'm not actually playing, I'm just feeling it for my very first impression, letting you know how I feel. And there are, of course, dozens, well, not dozens, but there are many ways to play the Switch other than what I'm talking about right now. Let's see how the Joy-Con detach. Let's see if that's an easy process. Actually, before I detach them, special bonus, if you watched our, or I guess my, Breath of the Wild Special Edition unboxing, you've seen this lovely carrying case, and I'm going to test this out right now, because I have a Switch to test it with now. Alrighty then. I think I'm going to put it in like this, I guess. Let's see. And there's the Switch sitting right in there. And, well, I guess that's really all there is to demonstrate. Maybe you didn't need that. But hey, it closes up. There's your Switch. It's in the carrying case. So, all I can tell you is it fits. Alright. Moving on, let's try out the Joy-Con grip. And detach the, there's this little button right here that you press. And you press that. It's a nice, easy detachment. I feel like I do need to, you know, support the Switch with my other hand whenever I'm putting on or pulling off a Joy-Con, at least in the state of the Switch not being docked or anything. Alright, let's put this aside somewhere safe. And now we're going to go back to the Joy-Con grip. I'll also show you the Joy-Con grip once I have the Joy-Con attached to it. By the way, I think I'm saying that right. I believe Joy-Con is the plural term for Joy-Con. It's not Joy-Cons, but whatever. So let's pop this guy in right here. Same exact click, at least as far as my ears can tell. Snaps in very easily. I wasn't even looking at it from the front. And okay, this is comfortable. Still feels a little like small because the buttons are on the small side. You know, like I said, once again, just first impressions. You know, haven't played on this yet, but from what I'm feeling now, I'm glad I bought the Pro Controller because it leaves something to be desired at least. It doesn't feel like a full-fledged controller. It's not. I mean, it's meant to be a versatile controller that offers different, you know, solutions. But for size comparison, once again, here is the GameCube controller next to this. They look similar in size. The GameCube controller is bigger though, and just the buttons on the GameCube controller are just much bigger, much easier to press. As are the sticks. As people have said, the distance on these Joy-Con sticks, it's not much. I don't really know if there's a way for me to demonstrate it on camera. I mean, you can see my finger moving on it, but that's not going to do anything for you. They do feel a little limited, but like I do feel like I could play pretty much anything on this. But the Joy-Con to me, they feel more like some kind of really high quality portable controller to me. They don't feel like a really good home controller, even though they can suffice as that. But once again, I'm glad I got my Pro Controller, and I will have an unboxing up for that soon. Anything else? Let's see. I'll take a look on the inside of the dock. This door opens really nice, and for anyone who was unsure, the dock does have 3 USB ports. It has 2 USB ports on the, I'm going to call this the side, you know, this being the back and this being the front. This would be the side. And then when we open up the back, we have the adapter port. Let's see if you can read that. Oh, that's perfect. Adapter port, a 3rd USB, and that says HDMI out. Forgive my camera for not focusing. Also, this USB, you doubt you could see it. Oh yeah, you actually can. This USB here is blue, and that usually means it's 3.0, I guess. I mean, that's what it is on my laptop, so maybe the USB on the outside are 2.0 because they're regular, just black inside, and the blue means 3.0. I think I've heard that, but I could just be, you know, crazy. So that's at least what I think. And I guess before we close out the video, let's try out one of these Joy-Con straps because I want to try out everything, right? And they say to find out how to put this on, you link up. Okay, so that's the one with the minus sign on it. We want the one with the plus sign on it because I have the Joy-Con with the plus sign on it. And that means this will go right like this. Oh, let me show you. Same snap, same click sound. And the Joy-Con held sideways. I mean, this is, I guess, the lesser optimal one because the stick is further from where your thumb is going to be. You know, I could still see myself playing on this for some kind of simple game. So, yeah, not much to complain about there. I'm really impressed with just the quality of everything, where everything. Let's check out the. Actually, I don't think the camera will really get it, but let's check out the kickstand. I know the kickstand has been, you know, it's usually one of the cheaper parts of it, they say, because the console in general feels really high quality. And let's see. I mean, there it is. It's on the kickstand. Not much to show there. But that's gonna wrap up my Switch unboxing. I'm gonna be back soon with a Pro Controller unboxing, whenever that comes, which should be very soon. So thank you guys for watching, and if you want, you can check out, yesterday I put up a Breath of the Wild Special Edition unboxing, where you can check out all the cool stuff like this guy that came with it. And if you do enjoy the videos here and you want to see more like this, or any kind of Smash Bros. Videos, which we put up a lot of, please subscribe to Game5 Smash, and thanks again for watching. Have a good one.